In verse 21, Martha told Jesus, Lord, if thou would have been here, my brother would not have died. In that 22nd verse, Martha said to Jesus, but I know that even now, whatsoever thou wilt ask of God, he will give it to you. I was there, Jesus, when you turned the water into wine. I know God had to be with you. What Martha said to Jesus. I seen you, Jesus, when you healed the woman with this your blood. Jesus, I seen you take 2 fish and 5 loaves.
Yes.
And feed over 5,000 men besides women and children. Jesus, I heard about you walking on the water. Martha said unto Jesus, Lord Jesus.
Yes.
I know that my brother Lazarus shall rise again in the resurrection at the last day. Faith in the midst of a trial. Still believe in God. In that 25th verse, Jesus said unto Martha, 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 I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. I am the giver of life. I'm the source of all life. What Jesus told Martha. And what God wants us to know. He's the source, the author of everything that happens in this world. Both good and bad, God oversees it. And nothing could happen without God's permission. Ask Job, whence comest thou, Satan? From walking to and fro through the earth, seeking whom I may devour. The Almighty, hast thou considered my servant Job? Why would God, but you put that hedge around, and you won't let me bring death on his door when I want to. You won't let me afflict her with sickness when I want to. You won't take that hedge away. God said, do what you want to, because he won't curse me. He loved me too much. He know that I brought him through the storm. I brought him through the rain. When he didn't have nothing, I provided for him. Job said, naked I came into this world. Naked I leave. You can have my wealth. You can have my home. You can have my kids. Because God gave it and God take it away. Lord have mercy. Jesus, after Jesus encountered Martha, Jesus called for Mary, who was still sitting at the house. The spiritual one. The one that wasn't going to give God a peace of mind, she just sat there. Troubled in her spirit, but said, I know God make a way. If God chose to take my brother, it's going to be all right. Martha went her way. She left Jesus and called Mary and said, this is the 28th verse. Mary, her sister, secretly saying, she told her sister in private because all the other people was around crying at home. The Master Jesus comes and he called for you, Mary. He's looking for you. As soon as Mary heard that, Jesus asked her, she arose quickly. She got up out of that state that she was in, that hurt, that pain, and came to Jesus. Ain't that something special? When God calls your name, when God calls you, when God chooses you, ain't that something special? While on others thou art calling, do not pass me by. Oh Lord, that's my prayer. That's hundreds, that's thousands, that's millions around the world calling on God every day and every night. You know, I share this testimony. Personal testimony too much. But in July, 2 years ago, I was in North Carolina. And I checked in the hospital because I knew if I got on that van coming home, I wouldn't go make it home. I laid in that, they checked me in, I was in the hospital bed, and the next thing I knew, I woke up down in intensive care. Okay, I blacked out.
Well,
I didn't know what the nurse told me while I was down there. They found you in the bed unconscious. The nurse told me. Doctors never told me. And you know what I see on the news when people say, I had this death experience and I was going through these pearly gates. I didn't see none of that.
Yes.
All I know that I was laying somewhere in a state of unconsciousness.
Yes.
But I heard the prayers of the righteous.
well,
I heard the prayers of the righteous down in my spirit. I heard Chinese prayers. I heard Asian prayers. I heard white prayers.
Yeah, God. Hallelujah.
I felt the prayers.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, I woke up. I came back to myself.
Yeah.
They didn't move me from one place to another. My family didn't know where I was. They didn't know what was happening. And I lay there and my cell phone laying right there on that tray, that food tray where they put your food and stuff. It's laying there. And I got a thing over my mouth, this and that. And I grabbed my phone and I called I think my sister Trish or my mother, I don't remember which one. And the nurse rashly trying to take the phone out my hand. Now what you put it there for? Or God allowed it to be there when I came back and called somebody.
Yes.
God.
Yes.
A wonder, a miracle. Can't figure if you could say, well, you get up there every Sunday and pray like you do. Why did God let that happen? I can't explain that. All I can tell you is the end result. God, mercy, was with me. And I sit there like Mary, I sit there and I just study it. And I said to myself, you was dead. You was dead up there. And God spared you.
Yes.
Lord, have mercy. Lord, have mercy. God is a wonder. God is a miracle.
Yes, so it's a miracle well done.
Ah, Lord. And Mary rose and came to Jesus. And while Mary was talking to Jesus in that 32nd verse, Mary reiterated the words of Martha. If you were here, Jesus, my brother would not have died. It said in that 31st verse, when Mary came where Jesus was, she saw Jesus and fell down at his feet. She fell down at the feet of Jesus. She humbled herself before God. And I imagine she said, Lord Jesus, have mercy. If you would have been here, my brother Lazarus would not have died. Mary fell down at the feet of Jesus, bearing her hurt, her pains, and her burdens over the loss of her brother. Lazarus in this text represents the hurts, the pains, the highs, the lows, the failures, and the setbacks that we go through in life. When Jesus saw Mary weeping, when Jesus saw Mary crying, and those that came with her weeping and crying, Jesus groaned in his spirit. He was moved. He was touched by Mary. God